Hello, everybody. It's been a hot minute since I have streamed. Jeez, it has been a hot minute since I have streamed. Hi, it's been a while since you guys have heard my voice, and I sound like I have a sore throat right now. That's because I forgot my water bottle downstairs, but we're not going to get that until like a later intermission. So, what are we doing today? We know. Well, we're playing Minecraft. Oh, uh, hmm. Um, um, sorry, this was fine a second ago. Give me a second. So, I don't know if y'all can see it. Um, you, 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 you either can or you cannot. Yeah, you can. Okay. So you can't see. So we are going to be playing Minecraft today. If you experience lag, that's just because once again I'm on a crappy computer. But Lunar, where have you been? You have not been living lately. Why? A lot of shit has gone down over my summer break. And we'd love to tell the internet all about it. But I also can't say certain things in case certain people are watching this stream. I know I'm probably alone right now, but like I cannot say everything because, well, you know, I cannot say everything because once again, I do not want to start drama amongst those people. I don't want them sending me angry texts or emails because I have them blocked. And by the way, if you're watching this confused on why I have you blocked right now, I don't have to tell you anything. Shit is going down. Okay. And, secondly, I do not know. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry, I cannot read chat right now. Okay, chat's alive again. I can leave chat again. Okay. Ooh, another draft. I just need to make a video really quickly. Pronounce training trending audio right now. Okay. I'm trying to get people to join the stream. Um, there's always that random hashtag that gets added for no reason. And it messes up with my feed. Um, Not me getting ad. Oh, wait, no, I do not want to play that music. Okay. Okay. Okay, I can see chat again. That's wonderful. But yeah, basically, we broke up. That's a fun way to start the chat, that we broke up. Oh, wait, I can still hear my voice, so that's kind of concerning. Yeah, so if you guys stop seeing shocks in my things, I wonder if my game audio is too loud. It. Hello? Hang on. What's game capture 3? Hel um, it's not capturing audio. Let me just lower that decibels. Okay, so mother. So I'm alive again. Oh, my computer can be the most buggiest thing. I don't know what I'm making. I'm trying to make like a sewer. I'm making TMNT stuff, if that couldn't be tell in the short that I just uploaded. But I don't honestly don't know what to talk about my life. Mm. Random life update. Among Us is cool again. Go play Among Us. Yeah, yeah, I may draw Among Us again or stream Among Us again. Of course it'd be like really crappy, but oh wait, actually that's not a bad idea. I screen share it on my alt Discord account from my phone. And that way my PC computer is running less, and that way it's not as laggy. Shockingly, it's not as laggy as I expected it to be. But yeah, I'm about to go into sophomore year. Can you guys believe that? I get Unk status. Yeah, I have an online friend, which I haven't actually haven't talked to in a hot minute, but they said I have Unk status because I'm in high school. Can you believe that? I have Unk status. Because, like, honestly, why? Why? How? Okay, one, better question. How do I have Unk status? One. And two, how is being in a high school giving you Unk status? Because, like, I just don't understand how it gives you Unk status. So, yeah, eventually, I will make this world public. I just really thought it would be cool if I go ahead and like make a world I can give to my fans. That's no longer the Danny's world, Minecraft world that was on Bedrock. I'm sorry, Bedrock users. Hello. I'm sorry, Bedrock users. But I'm more of a Java player now. Also, I would also post a mod pack in the Discord server, which you should totally check out the Discord server, by the way. Um, oh yeah, the link's no longer in my channel. There will be a post soon about my Discord server. Or I could just make like join the Discord server or whatever. Um, yeah, eventually I will make a post about the Discord server, which actually is gonna get a redesign. We're gonna have more moderators. We're gonna have more moderators on it, and we are fusing Discord servers with Zero and Onium and probably Coffee. We are fusing Discord servers because of certain reasons that I shall not name because it's not my business. But what should the walls be? I really want sewer, so I really want dark stuff. Mod pack. Okay, block pack. But we do have more deep slate. Ooh, small layered brick. I'm gonna do that for this because I'm gonna add like sewer sludge. Of course, I'm the Team T OC creator is making a sewer map for the turtles, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, but Yeah, the Discord server will be fused with Zero. I'm reiterating that because we just were talking about how it's really hard for us to post stuff on our own Discord servers because, well, it's poorly moderated. One, so I would recommend joining the Discord server later. Funny me admitting to my own Discord server not having bad moderation. Don't worry, if you go ahead and try to frame me, just so you know, there's like 5 people in the Discord server and there's no way to join it. So don't try anything funny. But yeah, that's pretty much how that is going so far. And yeah, that's pretty much has been my summer so far. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked at myself for not being more upset about that breakup, to be honest. But we'll keep spinning. You have to move on eventually. It's been a hot minute since I've streamed. I'm honestly kind of shocked by how well my computer. Okay, my keyboard is clearly not handling this well. But okay, I had to jinx myself every single time. I'm shocked by how well the computer is holding up. Is this a suspicious shape? No, okay, it's just random piping. Um, I'm shocked that the computer is holding up so well. Oh, wow. Okay, I just need to get a minute to know about bricks. Give me a second. These are so cool. Oh my God. I'm just exploring mods. But I really want to incorporate these in the design somewhere. I do not know where, but those are so cool. Those are really cool. Okay. I'm gonna keep a mental note on those. I will probably add a list of mods in the description. Eventually, when I do make this world public, I will go ahead and do all that fun stuff that you do need to join the world. Oh my god, did not check out this mod. Oh my gosh. Look at how much stuff there is. Ooh, wow, there is so much stuff here. Okay, ooh, nature? Ooh, there's a bunch of stuff. Items, no, that's come on. Luminance or condense? We should just do lime water. Ooh, wait, green, because sorry, I need to turn off, daylight cycle. Give me a second. I'm getting ahead of myself. Set day. Okay, game rule. Do daylight cycle. False. Okay, no, that should be true. Okay, green water bucket. Hmm, yeah, that makes sense. Green water. Okay, so we know that's a go. Bricks. Because if we look at the sewers, and they're pretty dark, but that's because of the lighting. I'm just worried that the bricks that I'm looking at, which would be these, are too bright. We can do andesite. We can do granite. Sorry, not andesite. Actually, what does andesite? What would andesite look like? No, not andesite. Oh, actually, andesite. The granite wings would be here, which I need to make a little layer, entrance to the layer, which I'm gonna make whole green, decorate it. I'm sorry if my mic is too close. I just haven't streamed in a while. Ooh, okay, so do we want to try out andesite? Um, because I don't want to make it claustrophobic, because it's like rounded out, but at the same time, it may need to be like kind of claustrophobic. Should I put a claustrophobia warning? No, I'm not going to put a claustrophobia warning, because that's insane. Um, no, we're doing granite. I know everyone like hates. No, everyone hates diorite. Never mind. Yeah, we're doing granite. Especially because we're gonna add like details like graffiti, paintings, all that fun stuff, eventually furniture to add to the waterways. If it does not, I have not tested out these mods yet, if that wasn't painfully obvious. So if y'all have any ideas, I would love to hear them because I'm trying to like merge all the TMNTs together. I'm basing off this little off my memory on what I remember in the sewers of Rise and 1987 totals. It 1987, the sewers were like very, very dark and black. The Rise totals, the sewers were a bit more brighter, but that's because of Donnie. He added a bunch of lights to the layer. While the 1987 totals, the sewers were dark, because this is like outside the layer. The sewer area outside the 1987 room was like very dark, dingy. That's why I grabbed andesite. But the Rise totals, I said that. I'm just repeating myself at this point. The Rise totals were a bit more brighter because it was made for children's. Yeah, the show that had body horror and blood gore was a children's show. Reminds me of a certain other show. What's it called? Steven Universe? I should not say that. I'm gonna summon a whole fandom just saying Steven Universe. But actually, I should do a Steven Universe build. That needs to go on my bucket list. I feel like it needs more detail, but at the same time, there's going to be more detail. This is just trust the process. You just have to trust the process of me not knowing what to do. I'm gonna add like piping at the top. It's probably gonna be copper. This just reminded me of security breach. Ooh, FNAF build. I should summon Zero and Cosmic. That would summon Zero and Cosmic. Um, anyway. I'm gonna finish building out this main area just to see if I like it first. Ooh, wait, what am I gonna do about light? Ooh, wait. Give at self light. Is there a light block? Or is that light? Ooh, okay. How? Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and add the sewage. Hi. Hello. Do not know if you're still in chat, but hi. I'm saying hi back. Hi. Hello. How are you? Welcome to the stream. This is been a while since I've streamed, so hello. Okay. Should it be? It should have been luminous water. Okay. Granite. No, that's okay. Ooh. Wait. Great pillar, guardrail. Ooh, I could have done guardrails. That's a good idea. Ooh, that's gonna be near the entrance. Okay. Um, I don't really have a plan on what I am building. I'm just building to build. So this column does not gonna. Okay, so it's not gonna. It doesn't have rotations. Okay. Which means I can put it on the top here before I start rounding out. I don't know I want to get graffiti or like paint because realistically it's gonna be Mikey's art because it's near the layer, and I'm gonna add like a black fade over here when I eventually get to the eventual part. I need to make it like a subway area because if this is going to be the Rise turtles, if this is going to be the Rise turtles, and they live in a subway. Oh, I cannot wait whoa. Stuttering. Sorry, it's been a hot second since I've streamed. If we're going off of the Rise turtles, then it's going to be, subway. If we're going off the two season turtles, three, five if you count our AU, which this is also going to have references to the AU. So, it would be Subway. I'm gonna do cobblestone, which means not cobblestone. Oh my god. These bricks to like get a the roof of the thing. It would be good to put the lights in now. Yeah, I could do dark lighting, but like, I don't really want to. Okay, and I will go ahead and put those there when I eventually need to. Like, I want it to be like bright so you can tell the colors, but I also don't want it to be like bright, bright. I know I have mobs spawning off, but the only concern that I do have is that they will spawn, and that would be no good because Sonic says that's no good. Okay. Should I like round this thing out now? This is fine. That reminds me. Want to know what this reminds me of? Like a backrooms level. That would be insane if I make my own backrooms level, the sewer, where you're just like in a sewer. That's insane. I am gonna mentally note that and tell that to Coffee. That's actually not a bad idea. Um, okay. I'm gonna lock in for a bit. Oh my god. Don't have to fully fill out everything, but I do want it to be bright, but I don't want it to be like too bright. I want like the appearance that there's like light coming in. Oh wait, yeah, I can actually do that with a polished granite slab and then a frog light where I just put some of those so it's like a street. You know those things on a sidewalk, the gutters where all the water goes. And if I want to, I can waterlog one, so like one is coming in. Also, building tips with Lunar. If you're making a sewer, like I am, make it realistic. I know mine is like, you're making TMNT turtles. The hell you mean that's realistic? But you can have it so waterlogged or water. I do not know what that looks like on that side. Oh, okay, so that cannot be waterlogged. Uh, is there light there? There's light there. So you can have like water flowing in. And hang on, if I put the polished slab there, no, it cannot be waterlogged. Okay. Well, if you are not using a mod and you are just doing sewers with regular water, you could make it so it's a waterlogged slab, and you can have like water coming through there. Um, why am I flying away? I need to go back and do that. I'm sorry. I need to get like a new keyboard on my computer because sometimes it just sticky keys, man. Sticky keys. Okay, let's take a look at that, how that looks. Hey, that looks pretty good. Okay, glass. Black glass. Ooh, void, clear. I need to make it like a way that I can make it like void out. That way I don't need to. I can also have water that would appear. Condensed black water bucket. Okay, and then condensed black water bucket. What's like fading, which also means I need to get rid of these light blocks and fill in those holes. So it's like fading into like darkness. And that way I also don't need to edit anything. No, keep the water there. And then I'm gonna add like, cause that's not gonna do anything. Glass, the tinted glass, and then I'm gonna fill the rest with like, I don't know, concrete. Yeah, I feel like a layer of concrete would work. A layer of concrete. A layer of concrete would work. Only warriors of, yeah. And then I can just fill this area with light blocks. I don't know. Because nobody's gonna see this area. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Does that look good? So I can put like a manhole cover there. Painfully obvious that it's black stained glass, but like it's a map. Not too pleased with that fade, but it can do. I can live with it. So the piping, copper rod, copper rod. Yeah, we do have the copper update. Copper. Oh, lightning rod. Piping, chain. Can also use chain for piping. We also do need a manhole cover. What block should be a manhole cover? Slab. Slab. Ooh, manhole cover. Polished tough. I just feel like that would be a good manhole cover. Ooh, that's gonna bother me that the manhole cover is not in the center. Ooh, yeah, that is gonna bother me. Ooh, yeah, they also usually have a ladder. I'm gonna do an iron ladder. I'm gonna do a barrier trick. I got this barrier trick from Zero. So shout out to Zero when they made their daycare for an AU. They used fire blocks to have like floating and ladder. Why am I jumping for joy? My character is legitimately jumping for joy. I cannot. Sometimes I just cannot control my Minecraft character because the keyboard. So that pretty much means do not do PvP for me because I will 100% lose. Eh. And then for the connector, because we cannot have it, I'll do that block. No, I'm gonna have to use it. Whoa, okay. My keyboard is messing up again. Copper. Yeah, that feels like a good block for pipes. Yep, this feels like a pretty good sewer area. Sorry my window distance is so low. It's so we can actually like play the game. But yeah, this. Well, we need to get like paint. There's only paints. Decor? No. Would be on a sewer wall, like in the sewer. Lockpick. There's a bunch of stuff in this mod. Ooh, wait, metal stairs. Metal stairs are interesting. There's a bunch of stuff that we can add, like gray filtered carpet, if we wanted to just. Ooh, wait, actually. Ooh, wait. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I like that. I like that. Can these be waterlogged or no? Okay, those cannot be waterlogged. Great. Um, so for this area, this is gonna be like a total area, which means the water is gonna need to come to a stop or like go down somewhere. Ah! Hi, hello. Hi. Hello. How is your day today? Thank you. I am trying to make a sewer for some reason. I just saw a color thing and it made me think of the color water and it made me think of the turtles from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So right now I'm just trying to make like an area where the water will go to, but I'm confused on what I'm gonna do about the void. Because I can't just have, well, yeah, I can't just have black concrete and then a barrier blocks that stop players from going there. That's no fun. That's no fun. I'm getting really sick of my keyboard. Let me place these barrier blocks first, and I can just go up, and I can just go up. In fact, I'll make this whole like surrounding bit. Ooh, okay. I'll make this whole surrounding bit barrier. Only question is, how do I stop them from going down the waterfall? Nah, you know what? They can go down the waterfall and they can figure out the hard way. And I am gonna stop them from going down. Okay, so here's what we have so far. We have the pipes. We have the thing that leads you down. I just do not know what to put on the walls because it's a sewer. There's gonna be graffiti on the walls. Gonna be a ton of stuff on the walls. But I just do not know what to put on them because there's no graffiti in Minecraft. You cannot just paint random walls in Minecraft. I could go find a mod to do that, but that would cause an intermission. I really do not want to do that. And I already have this mod pack planned out, so there would be no point to. Only problem is, do I just leave the walls barren? Because like that would be the most logical thing to do. Ooh, wait, I want to extend the pipes this way as well. Is this waxed? That's not waxed. No, waxed. Honestly, I'm glad my mod pack is before the whole copper thing, so otherwise, if I made one mistake of grabbing the copper piping, oh my god, lightning rods, then I would have to wax them or like destroy blocks. That was insane, the automatic oxidation though. So this main hub area, I do have an idea for. I want to make base it off like the skate park, but that would take a whole lot of thinking and larger walls. Is there a stair variant? No. Okay. Okay. I'll think about that later. We can focus on this area later, which is actually going to be pretty soon because we're getting pipes. Um, Extend the pipes there, and then I'm gonna have them bend around the corner to here. We're gonna stop for now, so I can fill up the area with light blocks because this area desperately needs some, especially over here. Okay, So that's gonna like continuing to the void of just like sewer stuff. Because you don't want to build like massive sewer systems that you can like explore. Because we're just trying to do the simple TMNT area. Will I eventually build a city? Yeah. Y'all can quote me on. I'm gonna regret saying I'm gonna eventually build a city. I just know that. Because I'm not gonna. Be honest. Who's actually builds a city? Completely ignoring the one guy who built Lumios. Whatever. Um. So now we're confronted with this area, and I have no clue at all what I'm going to do for this area. I could take inspiration off of Shredder's Revenge and make like that little boss arena, but then I would have to extend that and make like a circle. But here would be the layer entrance, so what would be the point in making a boss arena right outside the layer entrance? Hmm, what am I going to put here? You know what? I'm gonna go with what I just said because that would be the smartest option. Which means I was gonna do the skate park, and I'm gonna have to do the skate park eventually, but I do not actually know if the skate park is in the movie version of Rise. I know the skate park is in season one and season two, but it kind of gets like, I don't, you know, spoilers. It gets 100% destroyed, like there is nothing left. I do not know what to say. So, in the Rise, oh, I could make this in a train area because, like that one movie scene, we also get to see Rise Leo's bedroom, new bedroom. His old one, I did not actually get to see because I skipped that episode because, like, I was in that thing where I was trying to just understand the lore before I watched the filler episodes. Do not do what I do. Go ahead and watch those filler episodes. I promise you have time to read the Oh my gosh, I promise you have time to hear the whole story. I'm not going to explain the whole Wise Law because, like, that's not my business, and we're mixing areas and also AU stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to make the little, subway area because clearly they're still in the sewers. Clearly they're still in the sewers, and it kind of like an abandoned subway. That's, like, very risky. I just realized that. Why do these kind of look like dirt? I'm gonna regret saying that because now that's all I'm gonna say. Those look a lot like dirt bricks. Like an ungodly, like, just like packed dirt bricks. I'm gonna choose to ignore that for now. For now. So I'm gonna have to look at some stuff on Google after I finish building the room to get like the whole idea of like the entrance to the layer, the whole subway area. I'm gonna have to have Zero explain some command blocks to me in the next episode when we move to the layer, or like go one room at a time, because I promise you, the turtle rooms are gonna take forever to do. I do have a Pinterest idea board for their rooms, but like at the same time, it's still gonna take forever. I wanna do an angled room. That's what I'm gonna do. I just need to count blocks carefully and make sure that I actually do this properly. Because I do not want to go rebuild anything. And I know that it's like too. I messed up earlier because I made it two-way. So that's just in an awkward position. I really want it to be in the middle, but I can't because I messed up. And I really do not want to go rebuild all that, so I'm not going to. How high do I want the ceiling? That is a better question. How high? I should. You know what? I'm gonna take a break from looking at chat. I'm gonna go Google TMNT, not Tim, TMNT Rise layer. Um, hmm. There's a layer playset. Like an official layer playset. That is crazy. That is honestly insane. Um, it's 43 feet tall. 44, not 43 feet. 43 inches tall. Okay, that is insane. That is absolutely insane. And two, the layer walls are green. They are not this orange color that I've been using. They are green. I am trying to build like a TMNT sewer thing. Honestly, I don't know what I'm building. They're green. They are green. They are more like dark prismarine. That is so sad. Oh my god, is there like a slash fill command slash fill replace? Ooh. Can I see the build? Yeah, you can see the build so far. So far we have this like main entrance area, which eventually I'm gonna hook up command blocks so you can actually go to a city area. Like I said, I will build a city. I'm not letting that go to myself now. And I really didn't want to build like a whole extension to the sewer, so I just built out this blackout fade area. And then we go over here, and this is where the problem is starting, where I'm trying to build the movie layer, but I just Googled, Rise, TMNT Rise layer, and it showed me the Season 1, Season 2 layer. The walls are green, which means if this is a super area, they have to have green walls to keep it, like, canonical. I don't want to go ahead and replace all those blocks. But at the same time, thank you. At the same time, I want to keep it accurate. So I'm just gonna go off what my knowledge. If I go back to Google, I should be able to find, not Google, Safari. Um, movie. Movie layout. Is there the movie layout? No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is. I see it. Yeah, it is a subway. The walls are still green. The walls, the walls are still green. Oh my gosh. I'm crying. The walls are still green. I want to love it more because it's more accurate. The walls are still green. I'm sobbing. And we have the perfect green color right here. I want it to be as accurate. The walls are green. I'm making the walls green. I'm so green. I need to stop it with the green, but the walls are green. I have been betrayed by 1987 because I'm remembering from that mainly. The layer in 1987, the walls are orange. They're like brick colors. They're like the Minecraft brick colors, but I did this because it looks more. It seems more New Yorky. But I could pull up the image if I really wanted to, but I really don't want to. I'm so great. Yes, exactly. That's how I feel right now. But I know if it's accurate, I'm gonna use this map more. Which, by the way, do not fret. This map, when I'm eventually done with it, all the command blocks and all the layer stuff and all the stuff that I want to do with it, I just realized I said I was gonna make a city. Said city would have to be New York. I had to make New York City. Um, that's gonna be a group project. I'm gonna invite Zero and probably my whole friend group to help me build New York City, and probably some of you guys if you guys really want to help. I just said I would build a city. This is TMNT. TMNT takes place in New York, which means I have to build one, the Statue of Liberty. That's insane. And two, do I want to include the Avengers Tower in it? Because that would make Onium happy. Should I build the Avengers Tower when I build New York? Question is, how am I gonna build New York? I don't live in New York. I don't know. I'm not actually gonna say which city I'm near because I do not want to get doxxed. But like, ugh, I don't know what a city looks like. I live in the suburbans, so Google Maps. That is true, but Google Maps can also be incredibly inaccurate. And me and Google do not really agree on stuff. But yeah, Google Maps is probably the best option. That is also true. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the gray. I'm gonna keep the black because that I know for a fact that's accurate. Okay, the green kind of reminds me of I don't know. I want to say Deep Slate because that is Deep Slate and Crimson. But this is the correct shade of green that we do want. So I'm gonna keep it. It is the rise total, so rise totals are weird. Um, hmm, hmm. No, I'm gonna keep it. It's still a cool aesthetic. But the subway area is a bit more grayish, and I just didn't want to make the whole sewer area grayish. So it's gonna be like a mix where I'm gonna. It's true, it can be inaccurate. I would still use it, TBH. Yep, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna have it like a cutoff here, which switches to the red bricks for the subway area that I'm gonna be making. Because they live in a subway in the movie. And I can also just make New York very much destroyed because of events that happen in the movie that I shall not mention because of spoilers, even though it's like incredibly hard to miss. Should I just make all the walls green? I'm just gonna make all the walls green. I've come this far. And that way I can also build the old layer, which we have seen pretty much all of the Turtles' rooms due to that one episode. So, or compared to the movie where we've only seen Leo's subway room, which I can make both because if y'all from here from the shorts, I'm pretty sure you guys know which my favorite turtle is. He is in most of my videos as well, but I shall not mention his name. Ooh, I kind of like the orange. Hi, hello, hello. Why did I turn British? Hi. Why did I turn British? Dark Prismarine column. I don't do the columns. No, okay. So these shall replace those. Then. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking this more. It's more accurate. I remember this. But also, in that one sewer area, in that one sewer episode, where they go on a vacation, and it's a filler episode, which is why I'm telling the story of it. They go on a vacation. Well, thank you. It's very lonely just talking to myself. So, um, due to the whole, there's a loop thing. There is a loop where they're on like rafts, and Raphael gets lost because he took takes the wrong turn, and he goes like insane. And um, we see more of the sewers, and we see this huge open bridge I should make this area the huge open bridge that like leads to the abyss. I can't because it's gonna be like that one. I sound such like a nerd right now, but in Encanto, the Disney movie, rafts, yummy. We all love raft. Whether it's the game raft or just rafts in general, yummy. Um, I can make that whole area. If you all know that fun scene from Encanto, it's where Bruno falls, and it's like not that big of a fall because there's this whole gas there. I can use the water mod to like add this void distant effects. I'm just worried about the water particles in the water. That's pretty much all I would be worried about. But to me, yeah, it would seem safe. Yeah, I can do that whole giant bridge thing. Okay. But first, I need to go see if the change in the walls green were worth it. I'm keeping this area red for orange. Yep, already seeing it right now. It was so worth it. The copper does stand out a bit, though. The copper does stand out a bit. That's good. It's a pipe. It's good. There just needs to be. I need to find. Hey, hey. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Can't get over how cool this build is, TBH. Thank you. This is like me fully attempting like a build that's based off of something. I made a Danny's World build before it was whole problematic. I'm no longer in the Danny's World community. I'm not in the Danny's World community anymore, don't worry. But I made a Danny's World build with the Danny's World add-on. And um it wasn't based off of Garden View. It was based off of a sister location that I made. It was a whole lore thing. But this is like I'm searching up images. I'm gonna have it like that because it's like not that big. I do not want it to seem too house shaped. It's based. So said it's prominent. Getting bored, anyways. Though, so go check out Toon's Universe. Toon's Universe is like kind of rinse and repeat the same way, but it's less problematic. And if you need a way to like feel that adrenaline of Danny's World again, Toon's Universe, so worth it. I played it. Oh my god, Nimbus. They're one of the starter characters. I don't even care. I love them. They're my son. Yeah, I would pretty much say go check out Toon's Universe because it's one of those games that's like has the potential. It has potential. I just realized the whole steel bridge is gonna be here. Gonna be right here. I can't. Hmm. Okay, we're gonna go to stone, not stone, stone. I know that though, but Danny World was getting boring to me before the game was problematic. That is also true. Danny's World just has gotten so boring. That's what I'm looking for. Which, like, maybe it's time that, like, it finally. No, black is gonna blend in. Maybe it's just it's time to go. Because it's had so much problematic drama, and Quell has been accused of so much, so many times. Like, maybe the game, it's finally time to let go. Maybe it's time to finally let go of the game. And I know it's a lot of people's comforts games, but like there are so many other games, bro. And with Roblox, like might be shutting down soon. That's insane. Roblox might be shutting down soon because it's not meeting its pay grade that it's expected to. I know we have like a couple years to that, but that's still like insane to think about. That Roblox, the game that was like since 2008 or something, shutting down. I mean, maybe it's finally time that we all like find a different game. Minecraft's still standing though, and Minecraft has never been problematic. Minecraft is just the best game. However, I have been getting into Among Us again, and I know it's like, ew, Among Us, that's so cringe, but like, check out Among Us again. Like, it's so nostalgic and it's so fun. I've been playing since, like, when there was. I don't remember, but I remember it was, like, back when the. Maybe, but honestly, IDK Roblox itself is shutting down, has too many players. I get that, but, like, if we take it to. It gets to a point where, like. Remember it was Dolly Factory? Oh, okay. Goodbye. Black concrete, you booby nest. No, I love Among Us. Can't draw it though. Yeah, you know it's weird where it's just like a bean. It's just a bean. And with it's a bean with legs and a visor. And it's so difficult to draw, man. It's just a bean though. But I was there. Actually, I have a fun story to tell. I was there since like back when the computers weren't fused and like back before rules weren't used. I remember Airship getting added. I remember Fungal getting added. I don't remember if Polus got added. I don't remember playing on Polus. I only remember playing on Skilled. I was a very early player because it was trending. But the story is that on my phone, I this is my second phone in my entire lifetime. My second phone. And my first phone, I played Among Us daily. Yeah, I have complimented Ass Among Us OC, and I love him, but I cannot draw him, dude. Same, bro. Same. And I bought packages on the game. I bought the mini crewmate pass, the dog and robot pass, etc. I bought a lot of passes, if you know what I'm saying. And when Among Us updated, when it updated, when it got like that whole new GUI, and everything. I lost all my stuff because I did not sign in with my Apple ID, and I couldn't because my father is sometimes a conniving little bit. I'm sorry, but he just didn't want to get random ass emails, which I'm honestly kind of glad. So I just like a week ago we installed Among Us on my phone, and when I signed in with my Apple ID, I got everything again. But I signed in with my Apple ID before when I eventually did manage to convince him to sign in. Nothing was there. It only appeared when I changed my phone. I'm still on an Apple phone, and honestly, I hate Apple so much. I want to switch to Google or Android. I hate Apple so much, man. My phone is just a laggy mess. But the thing is, I got everything back, and I'm kind of like, that kind of got me back in the mood to play the game again. Among Us, I would love to stream Among Us, but I don't have it on my computer, which means I'm gonna have to like find. I thought of this idea where I screen share Among Us on like my phone on a Discord. I hate Apple too. Oh my god, amazing! Bonjour! Someone just said bonjour. Hello, bonjour. I hate Apple so much, man. They glitch. People have been reporting Apple glitches, and my mom, my sweet mother, Apple slander is accepted here, man. My sweet, sweet mother has been an Apple fan since it beginning, but I hate to say this. I've loved Apple at first, and then I got my first Apple phone because I was an iPad kid growing up, and then I turned into a phone kid, and then I turned into a tech kid. I know a lot about like wires, welding, all that fun stuff, but I cannot for the life of me actually do it. I can explain it, I just can't do it. Does that make sense? So when I got my SE, it was a red SE, the second SE. I can't type on Apple. That's the main reason I hate, and I mean hate Apple. That is exactly. I hate the keyboard. I hate everything about Apple to be the camera. The camera's like I get that like they added anti-finger touch. I don't even know anti-fingerprint technology. Oh, it does not work, bro. My camera is more touched up by fingerprints than the main screen. my camera lens more fingerprinted than the main screen. And I just find that insane. But like at the same time, Apple be Apple. They just want you to buy the newest phone. My friend has an Android, and I grew up with a Nobby, and then an. Do you guys remember Nobby? Nobbies? I do not know if that's what they're called, but they were like devices. I do not. Oh, I don't know if anyone remembers them. They were like I don't know how to describe them. They were like a white tablet. Um, a white tablet. I don't know how to explain a Nobby. Ooh, I feel old because that's how um long ago Nobbies were. But Nobbies were like tiny devices, iPads. But that's how I got introduced to Android. And I love that Nobby to death, man. In fact, I could probably still find it around here. But then I got an Apple iPad from my granny. And I loved it. Honestly, Apple is easy to use, but it gets to a point. The old Apple devices, I take that back. The old Apple devices, as soon as they removed the home button, it was so hard to use. Apple should have kept the home button. And I know it's been like, but why do you not have a home button? I remember getting my first Apple phone. It was my sister's, she passed it down to me, and it lasted a couple weeks before it gave up. Apple suck. I'm sorry. A couple weeks? That is absolutely insane to me. A couple weeks. That is crazy. Like, a few days, no, a few years, like 1 year is understandable if it's passed down. Couple weeks is insane. Oh, I hate black concrete for this reason, because I cannot tell the edge of things. Okay. But like, a couple weeks is insane. Um, my brother broke my first Apple iPad. This is back when I was on a Fortnite phase, and I hate Fortnite now. Just so we all clear, I hate Fortnite. And if you love Fortnite, good for you. It's just not my game. If you love Fortnite, good for you. It's just not my game. And maybe I don't remember how long. So that's like a month. 1 month is still insane. Oh wait, I take that back. This is my third phone. I didn't even get. I take that back. This is my third phone. My previous phone was my mother's old phone. It was an iPhone 12. I'm on an iPhone 16. But it crashed mid-game and I couldn't turn it back on. Oh, yeah, that's Apple for you. And the third one, the second one, I still have it in my backyard. Why is it in my backyard? Because the battery could explode at any second. My father has still not thrown it out or like disposed it to a thing. He said it's too expensive, but like, dude, go to Best Buy. I feel like this void is gonna be good enough. I have Fortnite, but I don't play it anymore. Yeah, it's just like I Fortnite people are chill. They're chill AF. Be honest. Some Fortnite players are chill AF. I know a few. And they're chill. They understand that we don't like it because it's not everyone's cup of tea. Where was I? Oh yeah, the second phone. It's still in my backyard. So this was my freshman year. I got this new phone is like not even a year old. It's still in my backyard because the battery, it could explode. Yeah, batteries can explode. The battery, like, lithium batteries can explode if you did not know. Like, catch on fire, explode. Batteries are dangerous. They are a danger to society, yet we have them anyway. Same with Android. If you're Android, some people call it Fortnite toxic, but a lot of people in the fan are chill, to BH. Um, some people call it where the phone is pregnant, and I think that's funny. The phone is pregnant. because the battery is poofed out, so it looks like the phone has a big stomach. Um, Honestly, it's funny until it explodes. To BH, it's funny till it explodes on you because that's how bad batteries get. Okay, so here we have this one bitch. I do know, but why and how did it even get to that point? Honestly, I was just in class one day and my friend was like, "Hey, your phone smells weird," because they were on my phone, and we have a really cool teacher in world geography. I failed world geography. I don't even know how. Don't ask me. I'm upset too. Do not ask me how I failed world geography. I do not want to talk about it at all. Please. Do not want to talk about how I failed world geography. Easiest class? They said no, world geography sucks. That's just the US system feeling you. I'm gonna have to put barriers. One second. But like at the same time, um, yeah, I was off task a lot in that class, which to be fair, probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't have. But like he allowed us on our phones, to be fair. And my friend was on my phone and was like, "Hey, your phone smells weird." And I smelt it. And it smelt like I don't know how to spell it. You know, like nail polish removal? Not nail polish removal, that's because that's acetone. Nail polish. It smelled like nail polish. That's what it smelled like. I figured, oh yeah, it's probably just my phone case because I use nail polish top coat for my sealant because I cannot use spray paint. And it's so early and you're already live. Yeah, I haven't lived in a while and I just feel like talking to people. Socialization. Um, Pugio. Fact, world studies and shit. How do you expect us to memorize all the countries? Yeah, I took I took world geography summer school. I took world geography summer school. I learned so much more from my summer school class about. He just taught us countries and continents, dude. He didn't teach us how everything works. He didn't teach us shit. He just taught us. Honestly, the smell of nail polish and Shopee is that weird. A lot of people do. He just he just taught us. He taught us shit. I'm gonna be so honest. He taught us nothing. I learned more from that summer school class than I did. I just barely passed you. That is unfortunate. I'm just lucky enough to get it off my transcript. I have to retake Spanish because honestly, my Spanish teacher was just a bitch. I don't even know why I failed Spanish. My Spanish teacher was just really bad. But that teacher taught us nothing. I learned more from a summer school class that was a month long than, I don't know, a 3 month. His homework sucked too. Here's the thing. I know that's kind of my fault. I never did his homework. And I still, like, got A's until the tests. It made no sense. Hey, just memorize this map really quickly and then fill out the countries, continents, all that fun stuff. I'm not gonna actually explain it to you how you do it again, but yeah, that's how it's gonna work. I mean, come on, dude. At least explain it again. The fact that he didn't is insane to me. He just didn't want to. I asked him so many times, he said the instructions are on the paper. There were never instructions on that paper. I cheated during the test. I cheated once. We need to learn national stuff, like traditional stuff, and so on, not just memorizing the country. That summer school class taught me about that stuff. And it's run by different people by my public school. And it's also my fault for being a public school. Not during the final though. Oh yeah, my phone. My class's phones got taken during the final. But I cheated once during that test, and He looked at me a few times. Clearly saw that I was cheating because I'm a terrible cheater and like sucks at it terribly. I mean, honestly, that's just my fault for sucking at cheating. But like, he just let me cheat. He just let me cheat. He acknowledged that I was cheating and just completely ignored it. We all want to learn traditional and how they work and how they celebrate some holidays and stuff. I would love to learn about Hanukkah. Hands down, I would love to learn about a bunch of other religions. We gotta keep our phone. New stuff, by the way. Thank you so much. I have not been posting, so people have been unsubscribing, so anything can get me back to that 190 helps. Am I at 190? Actually, that's a good question. No, I'm at 180. Okay. Yeah, anything that gets to that 190 helps. Bye. Like, it was just really weird. Only reason why I haven't been posting is because mental health and also self-realization. I broke up with my boyfriend, and I realized that my whole friend group is toxic because I didn't really think about my friend group till, like, I broke up with him, and there were things that I realized. So it was a good awakening, honestly. Good awakening. We are almost done with this part of the map. I think I'm gonna do two parts of the map today. I'm gonna start on the layer today. Because this isn't actually the layer part. This is just the sewer part. Like that leads to the layer. I think I want to start on the rise layer today. And then probably finish it on another stream. Religion tradition only. We need to learn about this stuff in geography or other stuff in the world. Yeah, we do. We genuinely do. I only learned about Jewish stuff because I had a Jewish teacher. Oh, this is gonna be a really sensitive topic. Just if you're just if you don't want to hear it, just plug your ears because it's like involves World War Three, World War Two, not World War Three. Jesus, World War Two stuff. I had a Jewish teacher, and the day after he got injured, I think I have two of the most unknown sexualities ever. I probably know them, say them. I don't know. We love the LGBTQ community here. We love them. But there was this history teacher that everyone hated, and I brought into the school because I actually. Oh, this is a funny story. I actually got my previous history teacher fired because I reported that he did something illegal. I sent it to the whole school district, not the school. So he 100% got fired because it's not something that you can just ignore. I'm just gonna use a stone block. I got him fired, and then the new teacher, it was a. I'm not trying to sound racist. She was a black woman, and she thought the world belonged to her on the wall on a platter. She said she was going to become the embodiment of Adolf Hitler. Bisexually and gender fay slash gender doubt. I've heard of Barry sexual. I have not heard of the other two. How? Yeah, I know. She said that in front of a teacher as well. Shockingly, she managed to last to the end of the year before she got fired. I think that's because the school like world was getting around that school sucked. I'm not gonna say the school that I was at because like I can also get doxxed for that. But like help, like why on earth would you say that? One in front of children, two in front of a bunch of middle schoolers who are very racist. Yeah, my whole middle school class was very extremely racist. And to be fair, a lot of kids got away with a lot of stuff that they probably shouldn't have, and they were all special needs. Bro, people like her are so selfish. I know, but the thing is, she said it a day after the Jewish teacher got injured. That's what upsets me so much. She knows fully well Ooh, that's very dark. She knows fully well what happened. He got injured, medical regions. He was my favorite teacher, and then he left. Such a shame, but like, I'm gonna have to turn up my lighting settings because this is looking like Alpha Minecraft. What upset me is the fact that she said it after knowing damn well someone just got injured. Like, help? Also, one, you can't just say that. That's heavily inappropriate. And people reported it. Dude, that school sucks. What the fuck? Oh, I got suspended for stepping on someone's foot at that school. Let that set in. Stepping on someone's foot because they said I slammed my foot down on their foot. I got suspended for stepping on someone's foot. To be fair, I may have a clean record now because I'm in high school now and I understand that I should not. I got suspended total of 3 times at that school, and most of the time it was self-defense. Most of the time it was self-defense. That set in. And I get, like, okay, yeah, I did harm another student, but to be fair, they were trying to harm me. To be fair, they were trying to harm me. And then this one kid, honestly, I don't even care if this comes to bite me in my ass. His name is Lance. We do not like Lance here. He is homophobic. He is a Christian boy who thinks the world revolves around him because he is gifted. I'm so sorry. I wanted to make this joke so bad. He thinks he's okay. I'm gonna sound like a conniving asshole right now. If you have a disability, yes, you should be treated differently, but you can also not get away with being rude to another student. You should have, yeah, it's different punishment, but you should not be getting away with it. This school, I had to call out multiple students because the school didn't, and if no one else is going to do it, I did it, which I realize now. You shouldn't. You know, she almost blinded my BFF, Zero. He almost blinded Zero with a rock, with a rock, and then he assaulted people with a Bible and told me, "May the power of Christ compel me." 2 of those times I got suspended because of him. 2 of those times. Okay, no, one time was because I said I had a pocket knife, but like I was scared. I was backed into a corner. No, actually, same kid. If you really think about it, it was the same kid. I got suspended 2 times at that school because of that kid, and then one time because of one of his friends. Yeah, they were friends, but like at the same time, they really weren't. They were not that good. They had Stockholm syndrome, and like, yeah, it's not your fault at all, but like, come on. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at this map so far. I'm loving this map. Oh my god, wait, I'm actually kind of impressed. And this is just like the start. So we have this whole, like, you come down from this, New York, and then you turn left because you can't go that way, and then you go over here. And then you go to the bridge, which is a reference to a scene, and then you can go to the layers through teleportation here. But like, exactly, just because you have a disability, you have no right to be rude and harass other students. Just because you can get away with it, and that fucking sucks. So, the school purposely let the students get away with it. And the thing is, I didn't get away with it. Okay, I have depression, anxiety, and ADHD. They all mixed, and maybe autism, I don't know at this point. But they all mixed together, they all caused each other. The insane part is, I got away with nothing. Nothing at all. But as soon as another student did something to me, everything changed. And that could be because the school had a forced bias name with my. Yeah, my mom and the principal were by forced name. So that's how bad the school was. And the school just sucked, pretty much. The school just sucked. Honestly, Zero might have more stories if I bring her in, um, eventually, which I am going to do. I'm gonna leave, like, a little, like, window here, because I want to. Also, it's my map. But, like, Zero, she could probably tell you a lot more about the school. We went to the same school. It just sucked. To be honest, the school just sucks. Oh, the lag, because I'm generating terrain. Okay. The school, the school just sucked ass. TBH, the school just sucked ass. Ooh, I can't go in there. So, we are done with this. Same. I have depression, ADHD, anxiety, anger issues, and insomnia. And the school was purposely targeting you. I can tell. They were targeting me because I'm one of those weird kids, the gay kids. I don't even want to talk about my toxic ex. Honestly, I'm not gonna tell you the story about my toxic ex because honestly, he could be stalking me right now on my YouTube channel. That is how bad that ex was. See, I don't even know if he's in the chat right now. That is how bad he is. But like very similar thing with Lance. He was so. It's like uncanny how nice he is. I'm just gonna say that. But the school just did not care about my problems. It took me about, and I cannot see chat really quickly. I'm just looking at images of the layer because I want to go off the season 1, season 2 layer. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So, um, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh no, I can't. Okay, you don't need to tell me, but I hope that thing gets better though. Toxic as fuck. Um, yeah, he is one of the reasons why I rethought my entire friend group again because he managed to claw my way into my friend group again. So he was a conniving asshole. He tried splitting me and my sibling, my twin sister, apart, and then he tried splitting me and Zero apart. Like, boy. But he did the exact opposite. We got closer together. So, anyway. So, for the layer, which we're just pretty much. Actually, how long have I been streaming? How long have I been streaming? You know what? I can do a long stream. So, pretty much for the layer, it's. Actually, can I just. I'm gonna try using field commands. Coupon for bond button. Oh, wait, I should actually probably check before I go ahead and do that. Um. I'm just gonna build a layer right here next to the thing to make easier for command blocks, and I'll do the command blocks off stream, like during intermission. But pretty much, the layer is mainly green, except for the turtles round. No, we have not seen Mikey. Yeah, we have seen Mikey's room. He has brick walls. So the layer consists of pretty much three layers: an arcade, the rooms, Splinter's rooms, which we're not actually gonna make because we actually never see. No, we do see Splinter's room. I just don't know the whole layout. We're gonna be doing the OG layout though. So let me go ahead and make like a huge platform. This is gonna be like the skate park area, and then the entrance to the layer is gonna be like right here. I'm only outlining stuff in this for now. It's gonna have to be a lot bigger for the skate park, or this could be just like an entrance into the skate park. Because we also have to have this living room. Okay. So this is gonna stop. My keyboard is messing up again. So this is gonna be the entrance to the skate park, which the skate park is around. So here's my attempt at making a circle. I know it's gonna suck, bro, but Just trust me, I got this. Okay. Yeah, okay. There we go. I wonder if one of my mods was spectating. Because either you retracted that message or a mod did, and I do not know if any of my mods are online for my chat right now. Which it's fine, you don't have to tell me if you did. But like, that's suspicious. Anyway, um, being honest here, I haven't talked with anyone like anyway this much in days. Honestly, if we're not counting my friends, yes. Honestly, yes. If I haven't talked this much in a while, oh, we need wood. We're gonna make this get parked out of this. Um, but yeah, then we're gonna have like a circle in the middle, a small circle. I didn't even message. Lol. Okay, I just got worried that one of my admins was spying on me because I only see two people in chat and one of those people is me. Because I view my chat on my phone instead of being a normal person and having it up on my screen. Ooh, that's a really ugly circle. Okay, yeah, I can work with an egg shape. Okay, so this is gonna be like the whole skateboard area. This is gonna be like the whole skateboard area. We're just pretty much laying ground out. I do not need to add detail to everything yet. That's gonna be for a later stream where I actually go in and decorate everything. I'm just adding like the base detail. Okay, and then, ooh, wait. Let's go ahead and check this out. What stairs do we have? What new stairs do we have? Ooh, nope, these would work. So yeah, Papa's, gonna be okay. Okay. And I am gonna try to lock in. Hmm. Okay. There's just an air conditioner. That is insane. Hi, air conditioner. Warning block, tropical fish barrel. Okay. Hmm. Um, terracotta. And then I'm gonna have this whole like. Should probably build up the walls first. So we're gonna work on the first half of the layout first. So I'm gonna move on this side. I'm gonna do the arcade, Donnie's room, and Leo's room. Which actually, I'm probably gonna put Leo's room under here, maybe, and then Donnie's room on top, and the arcade. No, I'm gonna put the arcade on top. I'm gonna have Donnie and Leo right next to each other below the arcade, because the arcade is huge. Actually, I should probably go look. The Popeyes is freezing, dude. Why are Popeyes just cold? Be honest. Why are Popeyes cold? Okay, that seems to be Raph's like area at the bottom. That is Raph's area. Then next to that is like Donnie's lavish. Ooh, okay. No, the top is Donnie's lab ish. The room that Donatello's at is has to be Leo's room then. Okay. But that's like taking it from this view, which means skate park leads nowhere, and it would actually have like, I should really switch this to wood planks, but I really don't want to. Which means this would be like this, and it would form like a walkway. And then I can put rafts around. I'm gonna edit this soon. And I can put rafts around, like right there. I need to make that wall green. Um, then I can put rafts room, like right there. Okay. But I'm gonna do this with wood. Rafts room is gonna be right here. Then we're gonna have like a storage area. I don't know what it's called. No, this is where the living room is gonna be. The living room is gonna be right over here. Living room is gonna be right over here. And then I just need to build up the walls first. Because this is 3 layers. So I'm gonna just do the green walls like I said I was gonna do. Donnie's lab seems to have like black walls, so I'm gonna do black walls for Donnie's lab. It does not matter what I put under here because it's gonna be like I'm gonna put water there anyway. And then here I'm just gonna fill this area with wood. Low key, I'm just gonna fill this area with wood. And this empty space is gonna get wooded out because honestly I do not want to waste my time filling in an empty space. Okay, and we get like the skateboard ramp, but that's like a really bad skateboard ramp. Terracotta to the rescue. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, and then I need to go ahead and fill these walls in with green. Because I'm only going to be doing half so far, which means I get to do the arcade is going to be like here, which means I will get to tackle this is Raft. So Raft's room is going to be underneath the arcade. Leo, I'm going to put right next to Michelangelo, and then Leo's going to be like here. I'm looking at curtains, but Leo's gonna be like, yeah. He has a pretty small room, but my character Eco does live with him. So, just watching you build peak right now. Thank you. That is, I feel like I never mapped out a build before because I just build to build, but I'm building something based off of something with a mod pack, and I really love this. So this is probably going to be a world I actually do end up like sending to my friends so we can actually play on it. Or like I may, if I ever do a Minecraft intro, I may just film intros here. If I ever do like scripted videos, maybe get some shaders in here eventually. Go with those eventually because I don't know if y'all can tell, but I have a really crappy laptop. Like a really crappy laptop. If you look at my previous streams, you can hear technical if oh my god, technical difficulties in the mic, just the mic alone. Oh my god, the mic alone is just bad. To BH, the mic alone is just bad. Ooh, this room may be too small. But to be fair, Leo's room is a small room, and I want to make this like kind of size accurate. Honestly, I can knock out 2 areas in one stream. I'm gonna do knock out 2 areas in one stream. Not like I need to sleep soon. It's the middle of the day. I've never streamed this early. I wish I was home right now. It's so cold. Honestly, peak. That is honestly so true. Okay, so let me just cover up, make the ceiling for Leah's room. No, I'm not gonna make the ceiling. Because I'm gonna have to make like a duo room here because OC stuff that I'm including in here. Leo's room is kinda is like a circle. It's kinda like a circle. The entrance is kinda like a circle. Yeah, that can do. And then I'm not gonna make Raph's room. I will make the bear for Raph's room soon. Also, just so you know, this is based off of a toy set, not the actual show. So, if y'all have any questions about the show, I'd recommend go watching the show, not basing. If you do want to build this yourself, go watch the show. But like, we never got blueprint plans for the layout, honestly. Honestly, this is coming along so well. This is gonna be Leo's room. This is gonna be the arcade, which the arcade is gonna be a nightmare to build because our whole arcade thing is it has black walls. You know, arcade thing. But Draft's room is right below it, and I'm gonna be taking up so much space because of the arcade. It gets to a point where I might as well just do a teleport for the arcade. Nah. I'm gonna build out this massive, like huge. It's a huge hallway for an arcade. I wish I had an art book right now. Oh wait, yeah, I do have the Rise art book. I wonder who has it right now. My friend Zero has it. Uh, Yeah, so this is basically the bare bones for the arcade. I'm not decorating anything yet, keyword there, yet, because I do want to get some more furniture add-ons, and I do want to like see if there's arcade add-ons for fabric, because I know fabric is not popular, but it's on fabric for a couple mon. Honestly, I don't even know why I did this with Cobblemon. I don't watch the show, but I know enough of TNT to be here. Lol. Well, to be honest, you don't need to watch the show. You could just watch like a lore video, to be honest, to see Rise's lore. Because Rise's lore, while it is complicated, it's one of the easier ones to understand. At least to me. No, I said I was only going to do half, but like I'm building up all the walls now, so like who cares? So this is trio layered, which means I'm gonna have to find a way to get another way up there. I'm gonna make this skate ramp more high, which just means it's gonna take up more space. And I can cut in there if I need to. Donnie's lab. Honestly, that would be a good spot for Donnie's lab. Because Donnie's lab is around that size. Yeah, I'll just do the arcade on the main floor where Raph's room is supposed to be, and I'll do a teleport for the arcade. Because we actually do not know how big the arcade is. We only see snippets of it. We see the living room a lot, so that's why I'm actually including the living room. So I'm just gonna put Donnie's lab there, and then Leo's room, and then the top floor is gonna have Mikey's room, and then Raph's room. Yeah, okay, that's how I'm gonna do it. Living room, that's the living room. You spawn it, you go in the living room. I'm so green. Why does it have to be so green? This area right here is gonna be Raph's room because Raph has like a boxing area for his room, so his room has to be pretty big. which means I'm gonna put Donnie's lab, Leo's room, Raph's room, and then Mikey's room will be on the top floor then. That underside right there is where I'm gonna put the arcade, even though in the show they go on the second floor to see the arcade, but like, it doesn't need to be that accurate. The fact that I'm even acknowledging the arcade is good. I know that people have made. I'm so green. I know that people have made a Rise map before, Team and Team maps. This one is mean. It's also modded, which means we get the green liquid and then like it's actual ledge, even though you could just use planks. But you know, more stuff. Okay, this is not high enough to be a second floor, but this is high enough to like start editing everything else. So the living room is gonna be right this area. I know that says where you're gonna spawn in, but I changed my mind. That's where the living room is gonna be. You know, where Splinter Maid usually hangs out. Even though like it appears to be open up to the rest of the layer in some scenes, it's just a pretty big room. If I was making I may even make the train layer if I really want to, because that's like easier than this. But like this one's just so iconic in the Rise series that I like kind of have to. I just realized I'm gonna have to make a dome because the top of the layer has like this like I don't know how to describe it. You can a sunroof. The rise layer has like a sunroof at the top. So I also have to make a dome. So this is gonna be Raph's room, which I think we're just gonna choose to put like the black stuff here because I honestly don't even know what to put here. Cylinder roof. It's like a dome at the top, though. It's a cylinder. It also has a dome at the top. It makes you ask the question, how has they not been exposed? I'm gonna copy Leo's room because Donnie's room kind of does the same thing, but he has a cloth that covers up his room. And then Raph's room is gonna be right here. I gave Raph a short end of the stick, like most people do, but whatever. He'll live. He'll live. Okay, so grass ASMR. We love grass ASMR. Do you guys hear that? No. Okay. He has like this huge open up arena. That just has a big room, so I'm gonna shorten it down a bit because he also has these walls in his room, which means actually I'm gonna place the walls on the outside without placing the floor foundation. Yeah, we got food. Lucky. I would go make ramen right now, but like streaming. And also, I really want to keep on streaming and do not want to take an intermission because then I'll be inspired to leave. So we're gonna keep this room like that tall because Raph has like a loft bed. He has a lot of plushies in his room. We're not decorating the rooms yet. We're not taking look at the rooms yet, because I'm gonna have to go walk back and watch the series to figure out all the room stuff. And at least I know that Donnie's walls are gray, and I'm gonna use granite. No, that andesite for those. For his room's walls. Okay, there's Leo's room. I want to put the roof on Leo's room. Okay, we put the roof on Leo's room. He has really like low lighting, so I'm gonna set those to like 10 because he's like has like really low lighting in his room. I need to make Donnie's walls now. I made black there. Okay, that's smart because no, that's actually not smart. Um, andesite. Okay, I'm gonna use polished andesite. They're pretty much using a lot of like things that could be paneling in his room. Hello, because he is the one of the few turtles. Oh, no, Leo also has covering on his room. Make this whole wall this because we're not like we're just planning out the room plan. I feel like Donnie's and Mikey's are gonna be the hardest to make because Leo just gives us a flat out room tour in one of the episodes. Yeah, do I have any music discs that I could play in the background? Yeah, I probably do. Give me a second. Music disc. What? They're gonna be no. Where would the color box? No, natural box. Ingredients, no. Sonic, no. Building blocks, no. Um. Oh. Yeah, I can't play these. Create. No, I can't play these. Give me a second. Resource packs. Yeah, I cannot play these. I saw it on Redstone. Ooh, I think. Well, I cannot play those discs anyway due to copyright. And this is where my this is where my crappy laptop gets exposed. Please do not crash just because I disabled music discs. No, please stop. Please don't. No, bad. Okay, so this is where we wait. Okay. No, wait for the program to respond. Wait for the program to respond. We're waiting. There we go. Okay. And then I can get a juke box and replace it there. And then I can get that and get music. We're gonna play blocks. Cause I'm gonna take a step. What does that not work? No, all of these work. It's just because I couldn't do the thing. And we're gonna be quiet so I can lock in. Does the layer even have three layers? That's a better question. Because, like, I only remember seeing two. The main one and the second one. Because, like, Raph's room is there, living room's gonna be there, Leo's room is there, Donnie's room is there. I could so fit Mikey's room. Like, here, if I wanted to. No, I couldn't. Mikey's room could be a bit up taller, and I could do, like, stone flooring for Mikey's room. That would be interesting if I did stone flooring for Mikey's room. No, wait, it doesn't mess with Raph's room. And Mikey's room is basically just on top of Raph's room. Mikey has quite a big room because he spray paints on his wall. So I feel like, yeah, this size could do. Do I give him green walls? Do I give him green walls? I'm gonna give Mikey green walls. And, okay, so that's pretty much the layer done. Well, at least part of the layer done. Now I need to account for, any missing rooms. No, I think I have a room. Whatever. If there's a map layer, this is just my version of the layer. Take that, Canon. No. Um, okay. Which means me the final steps for I can go ahead and start decorating the rooms. Honestly, do I need to make New York? Because I can just make sections of New York if I really needed to know. I'm gonna make New York. I'm gonna ask my friends to, hey, can you help me with a TMNT project on Minecraft? So I need your help building a giant city. And then they're gonna use console commands because I can know all my friends. Okay, music disc. Next music disc. I'm gonna do chop. Nah, I'm gonna do pick step. That is wonderful. Food is. I wish your food always be blessed. Okay, and then I can do the glass. And that would be the dome completed. I don't know what's going on with my glass texture. Oh my god, my keyboard. You know what? No glass. No glass. No glass. It's gonna be fine. There's not gonna be any glass, and you are going to like it. I have completely neglected the living room, haven't I? Okay, and I'm gonna have it like set up like this. So it's like set up to be a warp, but it's like not actually going. It is going to be a warp because the arcade is not going to fit. So that's where the arcade is gonna be. Last room, living room time. A living room also has blue walls. The floor is like has a grate, like luminescent stuff under it. I am gonna leave part of this wall empty for the projector screen. Okay, and I'm also gonna do the same thing. The black concrete. I'm actually gonna do white terracotta for the projector screen. Cause like that just feels like it makes more sense to me at least. Is it like a white terracotta slab? No, unfortunately not. What is this? Just so I know how to use it, I'm gonna test on this wall. Oh my god, my stupid game. Yeah, that will work for Donnie's lab. And Leo's room, pretty much same thing. I'm gonna give Mikey the same thing as well. I'll be more active now. Do not text and drive. Do not do that. If you're driving somewhere, don't. It's not worth it. Okay, I'm just gonna give all the totals like room coverings, but I'm gonna give Raph because he's the leader on this one. Hope it's my parents driving. I'm sorry, I do not assume my viewers are not gender, age because most of my subscribers are adults, despite me being a minor. Um, it's a weird thing we have going on. Thanks for having comments and stuff. I just got my permit, so that's why I was so concerned for a second. That wall. I don't know why I'm gonna do this wall, so this wall is just a decor wall. I'll work on the arcade another time. I'm gonna go to this room by room. The arcade can wait another time. I'm gonna do Raph's room, living room, and Donnie's room, then the Mike's room. I'm gonna do Leo's room max, because I have to fit Eco in there somewhere. So I know for a fact that there's like um a projector in the room. So I'm crying. So I want to do that's not even. Oh no. Okay. And then I want to do like I don't know, a projector. I'm gonna do a stone slab for the projector. And then no, I want the light. Okay, I cannot get the light bulb. And then a button on the side of it. That's gonna be red for the projector. You cannot press that on that. Okay. Well, that's pretty much a projector if you use your imagination. Okay. See, let's look up sofa chair. I installed a furniture mod, but ooh, red awning. We can use these for sofa. Okay, and then we have the shelf. It's at the back, yeah, and then we also have like this spruce shelf that is also back there. That's where they keep like Splinter keeps his mystic items. Okay, living room done. Wow, that's you cannot sit on those awnings, but it will do. Okay. Ooh, wait, the rain. Ooh. Do weather cycle false. Okay. Next up is Raph's room, which pretty much Raph's room consists of a lot of things. And there's some of like banners. I know that his bed is like on like a bunk. As ugly as else. So I'm just gonna and then use trap doors down. Okay. And then do we have plushies? Ooh, no, we do not. Okay. We can use these as plushies because he has plushies in his room. So I'm giving him like a desk. Ooh, we're just gonna have like plushies around the room. Mob head. We can also use mob heads for it. Okay. What else would be in his room? We would have a punching bag. So, ooh, punching bag. Red dye. I'm gonna dye the punching bag red. That's what it does. Red dye, dye, or dye. Okay, red. Ooh, and then he would have like paintings or posters on his wall as well. Random variant painting. Go. No. Go. No. Go. 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 Oh my god. Go. Go. Okay. That. Sure. That's fine. Okay. So I'm also gonna glue a red rag carpet. I forgot about the kitchen. I forgot the kitchen. Oh my god, I forgot the kitchen. How could I forget the kitchen? You spent like a whole episode there. Oh my gosh. Um, well, we can't put the kitchen there. I mean, we absolutely could put the kitchen there. It would just be sticking out a little. I'm just gonna need to make it like this. The kitchen is definitely going to be easier to build than everything else. And that is just because it's the kitchen. It's a kitchen. I mean, like, I'm also gonna make a teleport out of the kitchen because I forgot to, you know. Okay. So we got those two main areas done. We are going to be moving to Donatello's room because Donnie's room is going to be the hardest. It's a lab. So let me get green glass. Just want to start off with um little test tube because it's Donnie. We know that he has like a giant desk. That's great. So let me get and the site stairs. We know that his desk is gray. It's like a huge desk. In fact, that's how huge it is. I'm gonna do it like this. That's how big the desk is. We also have like Sheldon's like little area here. Donnie, we know, also has a bunk bed. We also know has a purple bed. I just do not know what color his bunk bed is. So you guessed it. Yeah, we're going with andesite. Purple bed. I'm pretty much doing like a whole same setup that was for Ralph's bed, but this one's actually gonna have a ladder because come on, this is Donnie we're talking about. Um, I'm gonna do like this for Sheldon. He would still have a purple arc like this. Donatello would still have a purple arc like this. Tool, hmm, item frame, yeah. Purple, mm, I'm gonna use this for Sheldon. No, Sheldon's just not gonna be here. And then for the tools, I'm gonna give him a shovel, so it's like a screwdriver. And an axe, because you never know when someone would need an axe. And then let me just put like random things on the desk. We need to give him a skeleton head to represent his like little Donnie statue. Locker, or no, trash. Metal trash bin. Yeah, that makes sense. Trash. So trash bags. Yep. Canteen. Just putting random decor items on the wall, pretty much. Okay. Ooh, almost done with the main area. This is insane. Okay. Do I want to do Mikey's room or Leo's room first? I'm gonna avoid the eco situation for now. So Mikey room. It's gonna be a whole. Ooh, yeah, I can't. Okay. I'm back. Oh my God. Hi. Hi. I'm sorry. I've been inactive on TikTok. I just can no longer can access TikTok. For some reason, I do not know why, but they like kicked me out of my account. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm gonna show you Donatello's room. So here's what I have for Donatello's room. So now I guess it's kind of barren. Yeah, actually, yeah, it absolutely is kind of barren. Die. All right, okay. And then let's get that glass again. I'm just gonna make another test room. Yeah, die. I'm gonna get rid of that painting so I can put like another test tube. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Back to Michelangelo's room. Because why not? Um, he has a hammock. He has a hammock. So instead of making that hammock, I'm just gonna give him his own room. I'm just gonna design him a whole new room with the orange. Yeah, it's just gonna have a lot of orange things in it, like orange carpet. And pretty much, we're just gonna be covering the walls with paintings because Michelangelo is, well, a painter. So I just want to double one there, and then okay, okay. This is honestly kind of pathetic. No, I do not like this. I'm gonna give him a shelf. Um, blank. Do we have half stabs pink? No. Okay, so I'm just gonna Michelangelo's room. Okay, so I don't know, guys. What else should I add to Michelangelo's room? Hmm. Item from, like a paintbrush. Like a paintbrush. And then I'm also gonna give him a bucket of no, orange. Because of orange paint. Orange paint, and then. Okay, what I'm gonna put bookshelves. Not book. Bookshelf. For comic books. Okay. Next thing that I need to do is Leo's room, and then that should be the end of the stream because I'm tired. One, two, my throat hurts because I've been talking for a long time and I haven't talked, and also haven't. It's time to drink water, chat. Drink your water. But I also need to include like go get find a mod that includes like paint, so I can make like my own murals or something. I don't know. But bed, he has like a double bed. Yeah. Black. Can I stick in between trucks right now? That is really sad. I'm sorry. Bookshelves. I'm obviously gonna set my bed on that other thing. Bookshelves, of course, there's gonna be a full collection of comic books here because it's Leo. I'm gonna put like a skull with a skull for like an action figure. Spooky, scary skeleton. Um, no. And then painting, not pants, painting one by two, one by two, one by two, and then 2 by 1, and then another 2 by 1. Because Leo is an odd, and he has like, hmm, dark, I don't know, like, and that goes better with the floor, so let me just do that so really quick. It kind of, oh yeah, I've already read your chat. Never mind, sorry. Hmm, I'm getting so done with me trying to, okay, no. Yeah, sure, why not? I just need more things on the walls. Um, bookshelves. Yeah, we'll get my bookshelves for Leo. Ooh, wait, no. Leo has like this bookshelf collection above his bed. Why am I not including the action figure that stuff that's normally on top? Is because I can and I really don't want to. I put the light in my inventory. Never mind. I'm just gonna be putting books. And then I'm also gonna put like metal stairs here. Hmm. Leo is the type of person to have a closet, so let me just make him one really quickly then. I say that like the other turtles don't, but at the same time they don't. Okay, so that's that handled. Hmm. Honestly, I need to get more decor mods to finish this off. That's where the kitchen's gonna go. I'm gonna put like a mural there or something. Here's Raft's room. That's where the arcade is gonna go. The living room's right here. Here is Leo's room. Donatello's lab area that I know is like kind of inaccurate, but like whatever. Mikey's room, also very inaccurate, but whatever. It's Minecraft, brother. So, yeah. I do not normally do outros inside the game, but if you guys. Oh, wait, why am I. Oh, yeah, Order Mod. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe or like because I will be making more of these types of videos. Again, where I'm just streaming. I'm gonna probably finish this map before I move to a different one. I really enjoyed making the whole Rise area. So I will probably continue walking on the rise area. I'm probably not gonna make the junkyard though. Well, you don't know who's watching. Um, if you guys have any other rise areas that you guys really want me to make, I know I'm already probably gonna be stuck having to make New York, but okay. If you guys have anything else that you guys want to me see me do, even make sure to leave a comment and tell me what. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.